who are looking at incorporating the Rehow double glazed windows into their building. Also using energy efficiently, so low energy consumption with high comfort through surface heating or cooling for that matter, and also producing energy, geothermal heating and cooling, solar thermal energy and heat generation, PVs, and so on. More prominent in Europe, the last point there, but there are a number of ways that we contribute to saving energy and producing energy as well. Okay, let's have a look at hydronic underfloor heating, and this series of slides will demonstrate the components and so on, but we're talking about a closed circuit loop of heating pipes within the floor structure, and once it's commissioned, it's there. It's not. There's no more water required. It's simply reused and so on. And we can use a number of different heat sources to heat the water. Looking at the components, we have a heat source with a pump where the water is heated, 60 to 80 degrees. We have a mixing valve, mixes cooler water to around 45 degrees. And then we have the underfloor heating circulator where it's pumped through the floor loops. A manifold which distributes the water flow and return. And also PEX pipes, which I mentioned earlier, which are spread evenly throughout the floor. Finally, controls, thermostats and sensors and so on to control the system. Look at the temperature profiles within the building element. A conventional forced air system here, where we see an uneven temperature profile versus underfloor heating, where we have a nice constant temperature curve. We're heating the floor, which heats the surrounding furniture and our bodies and so on. It's very efficient. So we have the ideal temperature curve here, where we want it, where our head is. And that's the most comfortable area where we want to heat. This slide demonstrates a similar idea with traditional forced air heating or radiator heating versus the Rehow underfloor heating system. Again, we talked about warm feet and cool head. So versus the older methods where we have hot feet and cold head. Some of the benefits of underfloor heating: it's very quiet, so it's silent. We're hearing now the noise coming from the air conditioning unit. Anyone's feet are cold like mine are at the moment from the ground. It's quiet, and therefore we can say that we're increasing the comfort for the occupants, which is important nowadays. And we talk about energy saving as well. We can achieve up to about 30% depending on our heat source. We can lower the room temperature by 1 or 2 degrees, and obviously that reduces your energy because of its comfort heat and its radiant heat. This reduces the energy required. We talk about carbon footprint. It's one of the lowest carbon footprint technologies available. Hygienic, safe and easy to maintain. Warm floors, no dust mites, no air blowing through. It's good for allergy sufferers as well. Something to think about the health of people in designing buildings. Very minimum mechanical equipment involved. Everything is in the floor basically, with a few controllers and pumps, which are very easy to maintain. Which also offers the freedom of design. So we don't have radiator panels, we don't have different ducting and so on to concern ourselves with. So it gives you a bit of freedom in designing a building. And using, as I mentioned before, different forms of energy: solar, geothermal, traditional gas, and so on. The system is very flexible. Can be used with concrete slab, can be used with timber floors, polished concrete, carpet, and so on.